It starts with an idea. First we play the game, and if you like the outfit, then you're like, the gears start turning in your head, and you're like, well, how can I bring that into real life? Why do so many people love to cosplay? Because it's something that you get to do with your hands. You get to create it. And when you make something, it's just that much more personal. And whether it's good, whether it's, you bought it, whether, someone else made it for you, to just wear it, it feels very just welcoming. And then you bring it into where it belongs at a con, and you feel home. And I think that's what matters the most.
We got into cosplaying together. We always loved video games, so that was always a passion of ours, and we're always really artistic people. So we just started making our own little costumes and going to these things.
To pick just our favorites would be pretty difficult, but we do Assassin's Creed, we do Resident Evil, we do, God, what else do we do?
Grand Theft Auto.
I think off the top of my head, yeah, we do Grand Theft Auto. We do just whatever we do at home, whether we're watching movies or whatever, then we're like, hey, that's a pretty cool costume, I kind of want to do that. I have a very good feeling that it stems from being a kid and playing like guns with friends, and even something like tying a towel around my neck and pretending I'm Superman running around the house. It's essentially that, but in a much more mature manner, and I get to meet people who like doing the same thing, and I'm suddenly not the weirdo anymore.
You essentially, when you do cosplay, you become that character, and that's a really cool experience. So you can go as far as to say these characters are your role model, and you get to be that role model for a day. You can even act like them if you wanted to. That's the cool part. So to me, it's all about the art of that and bringing that person to life and just having fun, whether it be with yourself, friends, or just making yourself happy about it. When we first walk into the convention, it's overwhelming, honestly.
It's a little nerve-wracking to enter the building and see, some people aren't dressed up at first because people are still coming in, and you're like, there's not a lot of people dressed up, maybe. But then when everyone starts coming in, it starts to feel more full, and you start to kind of calm down a bit, and it's just very humble, and everyone's together, and everyone's happy to see each other. It's exciting. It's
just the energy here. It's different. Everyone's really welcoming. Everyone is like, hey man, nice costume. And you're like the same way. You're like, dude, you look awesome. Like, I said that so many times today, so many people. But it's true, like, the people here in general are the nicest people probably I've ever met, like, festival-wise. They're also welcoming and inviting. It's really cool energy.
The first experience, we had our assassin costumes, which we had made out of bed sheets, and just really like random like trinkets, like the hidden blade I made out of a letter opener, and we had some malfunctions and stuff like that, but overall it was a pretty good time. It was before like we knew how much attention we were gonna get, and it just kind of grew from there. Should I get a new blade, or should I keep this? I think I'll stick with my plastic.
It's crazy. I mean, picture like being on the red carpet, the attention movie stars get, stuff like that. It honestly feels something like that.
People are excited to see you, and it's exciting to get a picture taken with that person when they come up to you. Hey, can I get your picture?
We do it just because we love it. We love what we do.
It's putting yourself into someone else's shoes for a day. I mean, where else can you dress up as a character from a video game and run around and pretend you're in that game or comic or movie or whatever and not get weird looks? It's awesome. Everybody has to try it. Here's Connor. I found him again.
We're here for our friends too. Like, we see friends that we don't see all the time either. So we look forward to seeing them, and everyone has their own schedules outside of this, but this makes sure that everyone's here.
Yeah, because it's a deadline pretty much. Everybody's here, so that's great.
We've come together because we're dressed as the same thing from the same game or whatever. We just become good friends with them. We've met a lot of cool people like that. It's probably our favorite part. It's our cosplaying family. Like, they're missing a lot, people that don't cosplay. You find out a lot about yourself, and you find out a lot about how much something could mean to you, find out a lot about like what your abilities are. Like before this, I had no idea how to sew. Not at all. Like I had no idea. And now we know how to work with leather. We know how to sew. What else do we know how to do? We know how to make armor.
Yeah, we know how to make a lot of stuff. Leather work is quite, it's a hassle, but it's very, very cool when you get to make something out of actual leather. Hey, for me personally, I will be doing this for, well, as long as they keep making cool characters with cool costumes. I mean, cosplay doesn't really have an age restriction. You can do it if you're old, you can do it if you're a baby in a stroller. It doesn't matter, anybody can do it at any age.